Being attractive as a guy sounds like winning the lottery, right? Better dating options, more opportunities, people treating you well. Sounds like a dream. But being a good-looking guy comes with the dark side that most people never see. In this video, I'm gonna break down the downsides I have experienced firsthand. Subscribe and like. Let's get into it. The number one dark side of being a handsome man is that people assume you're shallow or unintelligent. You know what's wild? There's actually a term for this. It's called the halo effect in reverse. When you're attractive, people assume the good looks came at the expense of everything else, especially your brain. And nowhere is this more obvious than in dating. I've lost count how many times I've been on a date, having genuine conversation, talking about my goals, things I'm passionate about, and the woman sitting across from me just stops mid-conversation and says, "I didn't expect you to be like this." Usually good-looking guys are very surface level. The worst part, they think they're giving you a compliment. Like I should be flattered that they are surprised that I can hold a conversation or have interest beyond my appearance. The second dark side of being a handsome man is that you will struggle to build genuine friendships, especially with other men. Like you'd assume you to be simple, right? Meet someone, you vibe, you become friends. But when you're attractive, other men don't see you as a potential friend when they look at you. They see competition. They see someone they need to compete with. I've walked into so many situations, the gym, work events, or just random hangouts. And you literally feel the vibe change when you show up. It's like everyone suddenly needs to prove something. Sometimes at the gym, I'll be just doing my workout and I can feel eyes on me, like a lot of stares from other guys, and I genuinely don't know what's going on in their heads. Are they sizing me up? Are they recognizing me from social media? Either way, it creates this weird tension that shouldn't even be there. The jealousy is probably the most exhausting part. I've had friendships where I thought we were cool, but when there are females involved, suddenly you're treated like you're dangerous. They make jokes about keeping an eye on their girl when you're around. They don't trust you next to her. Even though you've never done anything to deserve that, you are automatically the threat. So let's talk about relationships. This is where things get really messy. Being attractive makes relationships easier. However, there is a dark side. A big one. Your partner might be constantly insecure, especially if there is any gap in attractiveness between you two. From day one, there is this fear in the back of their mind that you're going to cheat, that someone better is going to come along and you're going to leave. I've been in relationships where I've given zero reason to doubt me. I was loyal, I was present, I was committed, but it didn't matter. She would still check my phone, still ask who I was texting. I'm pretty sure some of you guys can relate to that. Every time you're about to go out without them, they'll just ask you a bunch of questions like where you going, who's gonna be there, why can't I come? The constant reassurance gets exhausting. You're always proving your loyalty, always explaining yourself, always trying to make them feel secure. But no matter what you do, their insecurity doesn't go away because it's not really about you. It's about how they see themselves compared to you. The next dark side of being a handsome man is that you're just too intimidating. This one is weird because it sounds like it should be a good thing, but it's really isolating. People think you're too intimidating to even talk to. And it's not like you're doing anything wrong. You're literally just existing, and apparently that's enough to scare people off. The worst part is when you try to break the ice first. You smile, you're friendly, you try to start a conversation, and people look confused. Why is he talking to me? What does he want? Like the idea of you being friendly doesn't make sense. And here's the twisted part. You end up working twice as hard to seem approachable, constantly trying to make people comfortable, toning yourself down, just so someone might actually give you a chance. One of the strangest part about being an attractive man is the assumptions people start making about you. You're going to get a lot of homosexual allegations. At some point, people will start asking you questions like, why do you spend so much time on your hair? Why are your clothes fitted like that? Why do you have a skincare routine? Why are you always in shape? Somewhere along the way, society created this idea that effort equals femininity, which makes zero sense. The truth is, most men were raised to believe that being average is masculine. Being low maintenance, slightly out of shape, and indifferent about your appearance is normal. So when you do the opposite, it disrupts the standard. And when you disrupt the standard, people get uncomfortable. Working out, dressing well, and smelling good, it's not about impressing anyone. It's about how you see yourself. Taking care of yourself doesn't change who you are. It simply shows you value yourself. And those are the 5 dark sides of being a handsome man. If you can relate to any of them, let me know down below. And if you want to know the 5 clear signs you are a highly attractive man, watch this video right here. I'll see you on the other side.